Hello, hello, hello. 2 seconds late. It's Fiona here on 222 and we are going to be talking today about the next step, the second week into 222, 2 stones in 2 months. So just recapping on last week, I introduced you to the foods that are going to help to burn off the fat that you're holding on your body. First of all, we really don't want to be frightened of protein. We really don't want to be frightened of fats. And it's a question of reducing your sugars in your bloodstream, the insulin that's been spiked, so that you can actually start to burn off the fat that you have stored. All right, so you have the ways to eat. You have the idea that how much protein to eat, when to eat. So really we want to be very, very, very simple about breakfast, lunch and dinner. It's so nice to feel really, really fulfilled with your food and to make sure that you're having protein for breakfast, you're not being frightened of fats, and making sure you're having those avocados, the coconut oil, the serrano ham, the eggs, the cheese, and that way you are feeling really fulfilled. Your belly's full. It's actually, you know, next time you come to eat, it's kind of like, wow, I'm eating already. I don't really feel that hungry. This is where you want to be by week 2. So if you're just starting now, make sure that you are checking in how hungry you are every single time you come to eat. And so when you've had your breakfast, making sure that you've had all the food that you need. Make sure that when you're eating it, you're at the place where you're kind of saying, am I still hungry? Because sometimes you can eat to a certain level, and when you eat more, it makes you more tired because your body's having to work that extra little bit to digest what you've eaten. I wrote a little ditty about being in France and the way that the French eat, because I find it so interesting compared to how I was brought up to eating when I was in the UK. Basically, we ate what was on our plates and then we moved, we cleared up, we got on to the next thing. What I've come to realise and what I've come to really appreciate is digestion and how we actually digest the food that we are consuming. For example, you sit down to a meal and it's the most delicious meal that you've had in a long time. You really appreciate the food that you're eating. It's just like, oh my God, I'm eating the best food than anybody on this table. Nobody's eating as well as I am. Whereas previously I used to be eating and kind of going, oh God, it's not fair. They're eating chips and I'm not. Or they're eating bread and I'm not. It's like coming from a place of feeling deprived. So I really want you to tune in when you're eating, not just chew your food and make sure the food is absolutely delicious and nicely presented and whatever floats your boat as far as food goes. Make sure you also go into the kitchen with the intention when you're going to eat something, go, what is it that I want to eat? Not what's left in the fridge and what do I have to, eat to, leftovers. You're not a dustbin. I want you to really talk to your soul and talk to your body and say, what is it? What am I seeking? What am I looking for? What would be absolutely delicious for me to eat right now? And then make it for yourself. And then when you're eating it and digesting it and consuming it and absorbing it, making sure that you're going, oh yes, this is exactly what I wanted, exactly what my body needed. That is just such a gift when you're able to do that and you're able to really find your food. All right, I'll tell you this. Recently I was out and I was with the boys, and when they're eating, it's like so scrumptious, like, oh God, this is delicious. It was like a mouth orgasm. They were just so enjoying what they were eating. They'd chosen it. They were, found it absolutely delightful. That is the way to eat. That is the experience we want to have when we're eating. It's just like, oh my God, this is just the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. It is delicious. So this week, you're going to be continuing with your breakfast, your lunch and your dinner. And I want to make sure that you are always asking yourself, am I hungry right now? Am I ready to eat, or am I just eating because it's lunchtime, because it's 12 o'clock? Why do I do these calls on a Monday morning at 12 o'clock around about lunchtime? To prepare you, so that you have somebody to eat with. What I always find interesting is why people eat the way they eat, and it's just such an eye-opener as to all the different beliefs and all the different things that we have going on, and what we believe we should be doing. How were we brought up to look at food? And before our lives got so stressful that we just carried so much around with us, and we're using food as our only joy. So basically we will be working on that this week as well, about where do you find your joy? What would be more fulfilling than a plate of chips? What would be more fulfilling than a slice of cake? What would be more fulfilling than ice cream with a flake in it? What would be more fulfilling than strawberries and cream? What is it that you're really, really hungry for? We're going to be diving a little bit deeper, and we're going to be looking at what is it that you're really, really hungry for. Bear with me, this is 8 weeks, and I want to really pull out every single thing that is going to make you on top of the world and absolutely love the life that you're in. This is not just about the food you're eating. This is about every single thing that makes you feel alive and thoroughly grateful that you were born at this time. That's a bit bigger than you were expecting today, wasn't it? All right, so nutrition. We want to be 0 carbs. And when I say 0, you get plenty of carbs through your vegetables and through all those other things. But anything that's sugary is going to spike your insulin. So really, just keep remembering, zap out all the sugary stuff. I mean, honey and syrup, yeah, definitely sugar, yeah, definitely cake, yeah, definitely biscuits. Fruit also spikes your insulin. If you are this kind of body code, and I'm talking about particular women who are really struggling with an awful lot of stuff, haven't got a lot of sweetness in their life, but we're searching for sweetness via food. So be very, very aware what it is that you're craving, because there's always messages in the foods that we're craving. There's also messages in why we have the physical symptoms that we have. So when I say 0 carbs, it is purely for the fact that you are going to be using up the fat that you have stored. We are turning your body over to being a fat burning, I don't want to say machine, organism, whatever. You know, you are chemical being. You're not a machine, but we want to make you into a fat burning engine. So by doing that, we are going to change your body chemistry over to burning fat. And when you burn fat and you can absorb protein and know when you're full, this is how we're going to do it. In a few weeks' time, we're going to be tweaking that. We're not just going to be looking at eat as much protein and eat as much fat as you want. We're going to start tweaking it. We're going to be tweaking how you eat, when you eat, how much you eat. You know, we're looking at your sort of like the more details about what's working for you, what isn't. But I swear to you, as soon as you start turning your body over to a fat burning engine, you'll start seeing a difference. You'll start seeing a difference in your mood. You'll start seeing a difference in all sorts of other things. Now tell me, please tell me, use me and let me know if you have a deep dive, if you have a day of contrast, if you're just like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I'm so angry, or I'm so depressed, or I'm so unmotivated. Tell me what's going on, because what happens is when we start putting the good in, when we start changing your body over, there's obviously a transition point that I need to be able to know about where you are and how you're going through that process. Because often, sometimes when you're in a day or 2 days of contrast, that particular phase, when your body's actually changing over to being, ketogenic, ketosis, which means that you're burning off the fat that you've stored, sometimes you'll feel it. Sometimes you'll feel the energy shift. So, and sometimes that can just be your body saying, do nothing, rest. You need more rest. I need to be able to clean house. I need to be able to do things. I've been a detox diva for the last, oh my God, 13 years. Here in France, I've been helping people go through detoxes, and I know that your body talks to you. When she needs you to rest, she will tell you without a shadow of a doubt. She'll warn you. You'll get subtle symptoms. She'll warn you that she wants to rest, that she needs more rest. Please don't ignore that. If you've got it during the day and you've had to carry on working, promise yourself faithfully. Let your body trust you that you'll say, it's okay. We'll have an early night. I promise you that is a non-negotiable. I will have an early night and I will treat you so well. But please just get me through today. Your body listens to every single thing you say, and it listens to every single thing that you feel. It is moulding you from your thoughts and from your feelings. So be careful how you talk to your body. Make sure that you are talking to your body in the sweetest of ways, as if you would to your best girlfriend, as if you would talk to me, as if you would talk to whoever you truly want to like you. Okay? This is your body that we're talking about, and your body is your soul. Your body houses your soul. So please talk to your body very, very nicely. In a few weeks' time, we'll be going a little bit deeper, and you're actually going to meet your soul, and you're actually going to be able to sort of have that connection. This is where I want you to be by the end of these 8 weeks. I'm going to teach you everything in these 8 weeks that I know, so that you can carry on and do this yourself, or you can carry on working with me afterwards to help you with your mindset and to help you release all the stuff that's not working out for you. In the orientation email that I sent you last week, you had an exercise to do, and that exercise is going to be the glue that holds everything together. That is you creating the woman in the next phase of her life. What do I mean by that? I mean, you will get to know yourself and who you want to be in the next phase of your life. You will know how you walk, how you talk, how you dress, how you speak, how you look, how you want to look, how you want to feel. This is how I'm going to be actually helping you to create a much better version of you than is what's turning up today. We're going to see what's influencing you and affecting you in these 8 weeks, but I want you to just get more and more and more and a better and clearer picture of who you really are. What kind of clothes do you want to wear? What kind of colours do you want to wear? Imagine yourself, but more importantly than that, feel. I want you to feel what it feels like when you're wearing that dress. What dress is it? Is it a slinky red dress? Is it a floaty number? Is it high heels and a short skirt, long sleeves with a hat? I mean, what is it? What is it that rocks your boat? I mean, maybe you've got several different styles. I know I have. I'm kind of this like bohemian rock chick or hippie woman with faded clothes and, you know, dresses and vest tops and those kind of things. Who goes down to the beach and collects wood and comes home and sort of makes creative things with the wood, and she's much more present with her kids, and she's much softer and more gentle with her kids, and she is with herself too. She talks very sweetly, and she's very she has non-negotiables. She knows who she is, she knows what she wants, and she puts herself first. More than that, she puts herself first, second and third. She's a woman after my own heart, definitely. And I see her, when I see her, she's standing on the beach. And she's just there in this outfit that's just so easy and so casual, and she looks so awesome. And she has this air about her. She's so confident and so cool and so easy. You can just see in the way she walks, and she doesn't care what anybody else thinks, and she has no judgment of anybody else. And she's there, and she turns and she looks at me, and she holds her hands out, and I take her by the hands, and I can feel what she feels like. I can feel how easy she is and how easy her life is, and I can feel how wonderful she feels in her body. She doesn't give it a thought other than she is totally and utterly grateful for her body. She's also totally and utterly grateful for the weight that she put on and the physical symptoms that she had, which taught her what her body was telling her all along and directing her towards being this woman in this phase of her life. This wise, clever, intelligent, nature-loving, intuitive, empathic, but she's so empathic, but she doesn't take on the feelings of everyone else around her. She has this real non-negotiable, she knows who she is, what she does, and she takes care of herself. I don't just mean goes for pedicures and things, but she knows who she is and how she feels. She can go there in an instant, and that's what we've been doing. Last week, I showed you how to gauge your stress. So in other words, you have your most relaxed place that you can just slide into at any time. And you have your most stressed place here, the 10. At any time you'll know, how close you are to that 10. And you'll know at that point, wherever you are along the scale, from 1 to 10, you'll know, if I'm kind of like a 5 or a 6, I've got adrenaline running around my body, I need insulin to keep the sugar down. I really, really need to do something about this. What you tend to do then is kind of go, where am I in all of this? Breathe, listen to your heartbeat, and slide into your relaxed place. Today I'm going to be taking you a little bit further into your relaxed place so that you understand more and more and more about where your relaxed place is, so that you can go there at any time, so that you start operating from that place, so that you can start to understand and eventually hear the very subtle whispers, messages from your body about what she wants to eat, when she's full, what will fulfill her more than anything else. So this is what we're doing. We're coming out of the busy, overworking, overdoing, overanalyzing, fearful, hectic head, and we're dropping down, down, down into the body so that you know what your body feels like, so that you are non-judgmental of everything else around you. One thing I know for absolutely sure, when your eyes are open, you're judging. You're not just judging yourself, you're judging other people. You're looking for points of reference, comparison. That's why sometimes it's so much easier to find yourself when your eyes are closed. When your eyes are closed, listen for your heartbeat. If you're in a very busy environment, and I've had a couple of clients who've had to do this, they've been in exhibitions and conferences in America, in Orlando and things, and I just said to them, look, every single time you go to the toilet, you're on your own. Find yourself at every single moment of the day. And all of us go to the toilet during the day because we're drinking so much of this lovely stuff. So make sure that you check in with yourself. It is just a habit, it is just a practice, and you start talking to yourself. Eventually you will have a name for yourself and you will understand how you want to feel. This is the journey that we're on. So when you're working with your soul, which is what we're doing at the moment, which is what we're doing over the next 8 weeks, as well as just changing your body chemistry, changing your mindset, changing your emotions, letting go of stuff that just crappy stuff that you're being influenced and affected by. When you're working with your soul, you're working with your soul. You're hand in hand. And you can create anything from that point of view. I know you know that, otherwise you wouldn't be here. You can manifest the life that you want. We're doing this as the door opener for you has been the fact that your body has put weight on for you. Your body is controlled. She is the one in the lead. She can have you gain weight or she can have you lose weight. It's not just about what you eat. It's about your thought process, about why you eat what you eat. Can you control your emotions? Can you cope with all the drama and all the dilemma that's going on around you and keep yourself calm? So we really want to be able to feel what it feels like when we have what we want. So for imagining purposes, we're saying we want to feel better on our bodies. We want to feel slimmer. We want to feel fitter. We want to feel that we're having more fun. So there are things coming up here that I'm going to give you as your homework. This is exactly where we want to be. This week, I want you to be able to understand what it is that you want more than anything else. Now, sometimes that's very difficult to start with. So the easiest way to do that is to start creating what it would be like to wake up on your perfect day. And have that day spread out in front of you. So from the moment you wake up, you kind of go, ooh, I'm waking up and the sun is filling my room, and there's a shadow on the wall of a palm tree that's outside, and I can see the glistening of the water of the pool, and I can hear the birds singing, and the house is empty. There's nobody in the house, so I can get up and I can do my own practice. I can meditate, I can go for a swim, I can walk in the garden, I can take the dog for a walk. Oh my God, that's bliss. Absolutely bliss. I can take a shower, I can wash my hair. Time is of the essence. It's just so easy. I can wear this dress or that dress. Which one shall I wear? I love them both. Where am I going today at lunchtime? Who am I meeting at lunchtime? Am I going to the market? Am I meeting somebody afterwards? Am I going to lunch? Who are we going to be with for the afternoon? What happens when my children are around? Do we play games? Do we go for a walk? Do we go down to the beach? Do we go for a swim? Do we have a picnic on the beach? In the evening, do some friends come around? Does one of them bring a guitar? And do we sit by the fire, close the windows, and get cosy on the rugs? Now, this goes on. You can plan your perfect day. Do you see what I've just done? And there's a feeling of ease and enjoyment and love and closeness that goes along with all of that. That's the feeling that I want you to have. Every single time I do this, when I'm writing in my journal, and this is my journal here, and I write in my journal every single day some of the things that I want to create. And I draw in my journal as well. I write in my journal of all the things that I want to create, and big things, because I want to feel what it feels like to have a brand new car. I want to feel like what it feels like to have those tickets for South Africa in my handbag, getting up early, crack of dawn, crack of the sparrow's fart, and packing everybody into the car, going to the airport, and we're off on our travels in this open truck, a safari for a whole month. You know, what does that feel like? These are things that I'm putting into my perfect day, or I call it my Dear Delusional Diary, DDD. I want to hear some of the things that you're putting into your Dear Delusional Diary. So get yourself a journal. And last week I talked about putting in there 3 gratitudes, things that you're really, really grateful for. Grateful for your eyes, grateful for your hair, grateful for the sun coming up, grateful for it not raining today, grateful for having some money in the bank, grateful for being able to do this 222 program. 3 brags. Oh my God, I managed to sort of do this or do that, or clean the flat out, or do this, or move into this house, create this house, for God's sake, create the man that I've got in my life. I manifested all of that by doing these journals, and I've been doing these journals for quite some time now. So that's 3 gratitudes, 3 brags, and 3 desires. I want you to have 3 desires in there as well. So one of my desires is this trip to South Africa that I'm explaining to you now, but I want you to feel it. So, homework. Dear Delusional Diary. God, it's so much fun to do that. And this is you manifesting not only the body that you want, but the life that you want to have instead. I remember being flat broke, and the only thing I was able to get up in the morning and do was this, and then go for a walk and kind of clear my head of all the worries and everything else. This works. Trust me. Trust your soul, trust your body. The reason you're here doing this, not just for your body, but it's for your everything that's going on in your life. In your journal, if it's too difficult to talk about your body, just skim it, put it to one side. You can even say, I know I'm not there yet, but I absolutely love it when I'm wearing those, size 10 shorts and that t-shirt. Remember a time when you wore what you really, really love wearing and how you felt. For me, I didn't feel any concern for my body at all. I wasn't adjusting and fixing and altering and things all the time. I was just in the body. I just didn't have to worry about that at all. Hopefully I'm making this clear. If not, let me know and I'll let you know in more detail how to do your perfect day. And I've actually got an exercise, so I'll print it out for you as a PDF and then you can follow that through. The second thing, before I go into the next stage of our practice meditation, space that you need to be in, is called a spring clean. Now, your spring clean is something that I want you to be able to do, and I'm going to be able to send you a PDF on that as well, so it'll be in the group, of how the spring clean works, and I'll explain it to you now. When you miss something, or when something's bothering you or influencing you, we'll do those things in later on in the weeks to come, like anger or fear or those kind of things. I want you to understand pleasure. I want you to understand fun. So this week we're going to be doing spring cleaning on fun. What do you find fun? Now, most ladies when I start with them, they go, "Oh, I'm sorry, Fiona, but I'm really struggling with this one. I can't really find things that are fun." But I just want you to I want you to spring clean on everything you have on fun. So for me, it would be running on the beach, swimming in the sea, meeting up with girlfriends, going to concerts, singing, dancing, being crazy, putting some music on. But there's a feeling for fun for me. And I want you to be able to feel where fun feels like for you. And I want you to be able to come back to me and tell me where you feel fun in your body. Because unless you're feeling that, it's kind of not fun. I've had people say to me, "Oh, I go out for dinner with my girlfriend and we, talk and or I went shopping the other day. That was fun." That's not fun. Dancing on the speakers at a nightclub and being told to get down, now that's fun. In your high heels and your skimpy jeans or whatever. Going on the inflatables at one of the parks up near me on a rainy day. No one older than 12 is allowed to go on these inflatables. Anyway, I went up there, pushed all the kids off and went down like several times because it was so much fun. There's a feeling in your body. There's a feeling that you have. I want you to spring clean this week on fun. I want you to understand what fun is for you and what you're missing and how you can start putting fun back into your life. Just find ways that you can put that back into your life. And I don't mean going to yoga class or Zumba or something. I mean, that's too much like hard work. The feeling of fun will be what changes your body chemistry in another way as well. So trust me on this one and do this bit of homework as well. These are the practices that change your hormones and will change the amount of endorphins and dopamine and serotonin that run around your body, and these negate the insulin, the adrenaline and everything else much, much bigger than any amount of food you do or don't eat. That's the fun bit. All right, so that's fun. Right, to finish today off, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey. So, excuse me while I have a little slurp of water. Oh, and you have to see something. I've done something in my office that I absolutely, absolutely love. Look at this. I have changed 2 of these doors into a big blackboard. I love it. I can send myself messages and my kids leave me messages on there, but I can also put everything down that I'm supposed to do, and I just think it's awesome. All right, so last week we did the stress gauge, and I'm going to help you get back into your body again now. Use these recordings again and again and again during the week. And I'm going to take you a little bit further today. All right, so with some easy breathing, we're going to drop down into the body. There's a very special breathing technique I want to teach you today as well. So we start with that. So we're going to breathe in for 5. Hold for 5. Drop down, let go, let out for 5. Hold for 5. Breathe in again for 5. Hold for 5. Let go, breathe out. Hold. Imagine it going up in a square, so up for 5. Hold along for 5. Drop down for 5. Hold for 5 on empty. Breathe in. Hold. Let go. Hold. Keep doing that breathing exercise while I talk to you. You see my voice has already changed. Tune in with your heartbeat. You normally feel it when you're holding your breath a little bit more because your body's just a little bit quieter. So hold your breath when you've breathed in or breathed out. There she is. Being aware of your body, just relaxing your feet. They don't exist. Your legs, your knees, your thighs, your buttocks, your pelvis, lower back, your organs like your kidneys, your bladder, your intestines, your stomach, your pancreas, your spleen, your gallbladder. Just relax everything. Just have a smile across all your organs. Relax your shoulders, relax your spine, your arms, your forearms and your hands. Bring yourself down into your hands and just have a handhold that just means for you that you're totally and utterly in your relaxed place. Filling your body with air and feeling the energy across your shoulders. Just drop your shoulders one bit more. Across the back of your head. Feel your forehead relax. Your eyes in your sockets. Your ears. Your mouth, your jaw, and your tongue in your mouth. No need for an expression. Nobody's watching you. Relax your body. All your thoughts and beliefs that are just pinging away in your head like little explosions all the time. Must do this, must do that, must do the other. Wrap them all up in a bubble and bring that whole bubble down next time you do a big breath out. Bring all your consciousness and awareness down into your body. Above your heart, nothing is going on. Head is empty and relaxed. Bring yourself into your body. Slide yourself down into your very, very relaxed place and start creating for yourself a place that you go to. Now it can be a memory, it can be somewhere that you fictionally make up. My first place was just in a meadow surrounded by bees and butterflies. There's a stream, a babbling stream running around me. Big trees, light and shade, sounds of the birds. Just create a safe place for yourself. Could be up a tree, could be in bed, could be on the beach. Create more detail in this safe place. Feel the temperature, sounds, taste. Every single sense is engaged. And you're relaxed. You're extremely present. Feel your skin. Feel the temperature on the air. Relax further and further down into your safe place, and know where this safe place sits in your body. How to find your way to this safe place. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Know at any second that how to get to this place. The more you go to this place, the easier it is to get to. When you're walking down the street, walk from this place. When you're speaking to people, speak from this place. When you're asking yourself how much or what do I want to eat, ask from this place. Prepare yourself. This is the foundations. Just be very, very quiet, grounded and present in this safe place, your safe place. Maybe you've never felt this safe before. Create a safe place. Your body needs to trust you. It cannot release the weight until it trusts you. And you are building up trust for your body too. You are now committed, and you have a contract, a non-negotiable contract with your body and your soul, that you want to get to know each other way, way better. You're prepared to listen. And repeat after me. Hello, me. I feel you. This is you coming home. This is your home frequency. This is like your private, secret code, thumbprint, key of entry. Come home to who you are and rest there for as long as you need to, knowing that you are always there. And ask your body right now, after me, please show me how much you love me. See what you experience in your body. Hello, Maya. See what you experience in your body. She always comes when I'm doing this. She feels it. See where you experience that in your body. When you say to yourself, and you can say this 1,000,000 times a day, it doesn't matter, please show me how much you love me, how much you have always loved me. Just see what happens in your body and become very familiar with it. This is you being at home. She has always loved you. I want you to feel that. And when we come back, when you're ready, only when you're ready, when you come back, when you open your eyes, I want you to stay in this place with your eyes open. This is a challenge. How you walk will be different. How you talk will be different. How you engage with people will be very different. There's a strength in this quietness, in this feminine energy. Just feel it and enjoy it. Get to know yourself on a different level rather than the busy doing. Okay, so when you're ready, And when you come back, yeah, you will have so much energy, and you've released so many great hormones that are going to help your body to release the weight that you're carrying. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Come back into the room that you're in, and when you're ready, and only when you're ready, open your eyes. And at any point, you can watch this again and again and again, and just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, and know that each week we'll be doing this and we'll be going deeper and deeper. It's an absolute pleasure to do this with you, and it is life-saving and it's life-changing, and we're all in the process of understanding who we really are and what we're here to do, and why we've gained the weight, or why we've gained whatever physical symptoms we have, and how to feel like the woman that you want to feel like, that you came here to be. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to wish you a very, very happy lunchtime. And if you have any questions, please go on the group, let me know, send me a message, and I wish you a very, very happy week. Bye-bye.